Most golfers know how good they can be, yet lose strokes because their mind wanders in the few seconds that matter most. The solution is simple but powerful. Build laser-like focus on every shot, the kind of grounded attention that turns chaos into clarity and pressure into presence. When you learn to narrow your world down to one swing and one target, the game finally feels like it's under your control. Focus begins with presence. Most golfers unintentionally drift into thoughts about the past, a missed fairway, a chunked wedge, or the future, such as what they hope will happen on the next hole. Laser-like focus starts by training the mind to anchor itself in the moment at hand. When the mind stays here, the body can perform freely without distraction. Being present does not mean forcing yourself to concentrate. It means releasing everything that is not essential to this shot. The club feels lighter, the target becomes clearer, and the swing becomes a response instead of a reaction. Presence is calibration, bringing your awareness back to center so the game begins to slow down around you. To build this presence, golfers must practice noticing when the mind drifts and gently bringing it back. No judgment, no frustration, just awareness returning to the shot and the feeling of being inside the moment. Elite players use mental triggers to snap their attention back into place. A trigger can be a breath, a phrase, or even a subtle physical action. This cue signals the mind that it's time to narrow its field, filter out noise, and prepare for intentional execution. Without triggers, focus becomes inconsistent. Good one hole, missing the next. A good trigger is simple and repeatable. It should immediately shift your internal state, like a golfer who gently taps his club head behind the ball to lock into the target. The trigger becomes a doorway into your performance mindset, something that works the same whether you're calm or pressured. With repetition, this cue becomes automatic. You won't have to try to focus. It will simply happen because your mind has been conditioned to respond. One of the fastest ways to sharpen focus is to choose a single, vivid target. Many golfers look in the general direction of the fairway or the flag, but don't connect with anything specific. The mind performs best when giving a singular intention, a dimple-sized target, a blade of grass, or a precise landing zone. When you choose a specific target, distractions lose their power. Fear of missing, fear of hazards, and fear of outcomes fade. The brain loves clarity, and clarity creates confidence. Suddenly your swing has purpose, not doubt. Laser focus grows stronger when the mind is locked onto something it can visualize. The clearer the picture, the quieter everything else becomes. Thoughts are loud when attention is scattered, but they quiet instantly when focus narrows. Many golfers fight a noisy mind, believing they must silence every thought before swinging. The truth is simpler. You don't need fewer thoughts, you need fewer relevant ones. Laser focus is about filtering, not fighting. Let the mind chatter if it wants to, but keep your awareness locked onto the essentials: target, breath, and feel. Once those become dominant, the noise fades into the background. A focused mind is not an empty mind, it is a prioritized one. When you master focus, every shot becomes its own world and the only one that matters.